If the Pacers successfully reach the top this year, the resulting chain reaction will be enough to stir up waves in the league. It could reshape the whole landscape of the league. Let's first focus on Haliburton. He was once voted by the league as the most overrated player, but this season, he has exploded like a long-buried supernova. On the court, he has countered all critics with a series of stunning performances. Imagine the spotlight blazing and dazzling on the final stage. Haliburton calmly took crucial shots time and again. He tore apart the opponent's defense with precise passes. His tough scoring steadied the team's nerves. When the final buzzer sounded, he held his first Finals MVP trophy in his hands. At that time, his brilliance was unmatched. He not only led the Pacers to end a 49-year championship drought, but also completely tore apart the narrative that favored SGA. He made the newly crowned MVP SGA a mere backdrop on his road to victory, forging a championship trophy of immense value in league history for the Pacers. Now let's look at Turner. This interior powerhouse has stood firm with the Pacers for 10 years. In every past year, he seemed to be at the center of trade rumors. He was placed on the trade block every year. That uncertainty made him hesitant to buy property in Indiana, as he could be sent to another city at any time. But everything is different this year. On the journey to the championship, Turner has been a stabilizing force in the paint. With his solid defensive skills and consistent scoring ability, he has become the team's indispensable defensive anchor in the paint. This time, he has finally found stability after years of wandering. He has successfully become a franchise legend, leaving a significant mark in the history of the Pacers. And then there's the remarkable Coach Carlisle, who is like a basketball master with the Midas touch. Under his meticulous crafting, the Pacers have been transformed into a highly entertaining and competitive team. On the court, the players have great chemistry, with fluid passing and perfectly timed movements. Every offense and defense showcases the power of teamwork. It's precisely because of his presence that the Pacers can stand out in a league filled with powerhouse teams. If they win the championship, it will be his third championship trophy as a head coach. This would place him among the top 3 coaches in league history. His coaching philosophy and tactical system will undoubtedly serve as a model for countless teams. The Pacers championship would undoubtedly be a heavy blow to those high luxury tax teams. Teams like the Suns, Lakers, and Warriors invest huge sums in player salaries each year to pay high luxury taxes, attempting to win championships by stacking superstars. But this season's Pacers are challenging for the championship in a completely different way. They haven't paid luxury tax at all, and even received a $12 million payout. This fact undoubtedly makes those high investment teams a laughingstock. It may also completely overturn the trend of superstars frequently teaming up. The Pacers have demonstrated to everyone the truest form of basketball through their actions, even in a small market, and even without so-called superstars. As long as there's a united team, an excellent tactical system, and a spirit of perseverance, they can still carve out their own space on the NBA stage. As the game enters the most tense and exciting moments of the fourth quarter, the Pacers' fast breaks always ignite the crowd's enthusiasm in an instant. Haliburton is like a sharp blade, driving the ball forward quickly, his eyes revealing determination and confidence. Constantly observing his teammates' movements, he made a quick crossover dribble, charging into the paint at lightning speed. But his opponent, Jway, was equally unyielding, sticking closely to him and providing strong physical resistance. Under such intense defense, Haliburton could only opt for a difficult floater. The basketball traced a beautiful arc through the air, but unluckily, it didn't go in. But in the nick of time, a yellow figure in the crowd leaped high like lightning. It was a Pacers player fighting for the rebound. This is the Pacers' style of play. They aren't a team that relies on superstar isolation. Instead, at the last second, every player steps up to become a hero. McConnell stands only 185 centimeters tall, making him seem particularly short in a league full of giants. With a short wingspan and average athleticism, as an undrafted player, he lacks a stunning three-point shot. In college, he was so mediocre that some fans emailed the school to ask if they were still looking for someone to fetch water for the team. But this seemingly ordinary player found his stage with the Pacers. He became a beacon for the ordinary. He became a hero in Indiana. In games, his passes are spot on, always tearing through the opponent's defense at crucial moments. His defense is tenacious and aggressive, always maintaining high levels of focus and passion. Turner showcases his shot-blocking prowess at critical moments, consistently protecting the rim with towering blocks. He dampens the opponent's offensive momentum. Additionally, the team features strong players like Nesmith and Mathurin, who function like tightly meshed gears, pushing the Pacers machine forward together. The United Pacers seem to be steadily advancing toward that seemingly unreachable miracle. If you love basketball, then you cannot resist players like McConnell. At 33, he has faced many challenges in his career, yet he has always held on to his love and passion for basketball. On the stage of the finals, his statistics may not be dazzling, and he might even become the first player in finals history with no assists and no steals. But his value on the court can't be measured by stats. In the fast-paced game, his precise passes always find teammates in the best positions. His straight-arm mid-range jumper is simple yet incredibly lethal. The most memorable moment was when he faced SGA one-on-one under the basket. With his excellent dribbling skills, he completely shook off his opponent, but under the opponent's interference, his shot unluckily didn't go in. But he didn't get discouraged. His teammate then intentionally hit a mid-range shot. In the next possession, he quickly made a steal, then he scored on a fast break layup. This series of actions fully showcased his resilience and decisiveness. It's also a reflection of the Pacers' spirit. Now let's look at Toppin. This player, once discarded by the Knicks, has found himself again with the Pacers. Now, with his accurate three-point shooting and outstanding athleticism, he has become an important rotation player for the team. Even when Turner is sick and not feeling well during the game, he still contributes 5 blocks throughout the game, roaring to announce his presence to the opponents. He defends the team's pride in the paint. Mathurin stepped up from the bench, scoring 27 points in 22 minutes to become the team's secret weapon. Coach Carlisle has infused this team with a fluid and resilient tactical system, allowing each player to maximize their value within the system. More importantly, the team has a keen eye for talent during drafts, selecting players who align perfectly with the team's spirit. This Pacers team seems to have been infused with a magical power, with different players stepping up in every game to carry the banner forward for the team. Each player is willing to give everything for the team. The indomitable spirit has long been etched into the very bones of this team. The greatest legend in team history, Reggie Miller, sits quietly at the sideline, wearing that classic jersey from 25 years ago. His gaze is focused on everything happening on the court, witnessing this day, 25 years later, as the Pacers celebrate their first home victory in the finals. At this point, although it's not yet time to celebrate, everyone knows clearly that no one dares to underestimate this team anymore. The Pacers, once looked down upon, have now become a formidable force that instills fear in all opponents. They faced the Thunder at home, securing victory after 25 years. In the final quarter, every player on the court for the Pacers was a deserving hero. Haliburton hit a go-ahead three-pointer, and the crisp sound of the net seemed to signal the team's comeback. McConnell was full of energy, successfully stealing the Thunder's inbounds pass again, creating opportunities for the team's offense. Toppin leaped high for a thunderous dunk, instantly igniting the atmosphere in the arena. This made the whole crowd go wild. The team's playoff sharpshooter suddenly awakened in the nick of time, hitting three-pointers like rain, scoring pivotal shots. It was like delivering a fatal blow to the opponent. Mathurin played like a fierce warrior, fighting fiercely on the court, tearing through the opponent's defense. With his vast experience, Siakam made a crucial block at the decisive moment. This sealed the game's fate. Tactical master Carlisle orchestrated everything, allowing the players to shine, successfully limiting the newly crowned MVP, SGA. Facing such a united and powerful Pacers team, the championship trophy seems no longer out of reach. They are marching toward that supreme honor. If you like my channel, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe.